welcome back to the Matured Experience with Stoks, and we have here Mogomotsi Chosen. This person is about to grace us with a great performance. But before then, we just want to know about him, more about the industry and everything. So Mogomotsi, it's a pleasure to meet you. Let me do that for you because,
Okay.
there you go.
Well, sanitize.
Sanitize.
Excuse.
Okay, so tell me, who's Mogomotsi?
Damn. I'll tell you what Rustenburg. So, Umutswana loves music. Dope ass performer. You know what I mean? Just as passionate about the storytelling situation, you know, singing.
Yeah, okay.
Funny enough, I never actually sang when I was younger, but yeah.
So where does your then musical journey start? Are you more of a poetry person? Do you read a lot? Are you that artist that would learn more about your craft more than actually singing? So does it just come naturally to you to just wake up in the morning and sing?
Damn, I'm thinking to myself, how do you know this? When you've got some spiritual gifts, then you must check it out. So I don't know, like from back when I was young, like it was I don't know, supernatural thing. I just knew that I was a musician, right? So one time I think I was about 14 or so. I went to church and I'm like, yo, I can sing. I want to sing. They're like, yo, join the choir. Thought maybe I was one of the choir members, only to find that he's actually more than that.
Okay, good.
So
that's good.
that's when I was 14. You know, joined a couple of groups. I had a group, a cappella group, so that's where I got my foundation of how to sing, how to arrange music, and how to, you know, create music and stuff.
Yeah.
So I literally went through those stages. One time I was at school. I think I was on my final year, so I was walking back home. So back in Rustenburg, there's that Kumraunya. So I was walking back home from school.
Yes.
So I just literally wrote and arranged the song in my head without the beat, without anything. I just had a song with me. So I wrote and arranged it. I didn't even have my phone with me. But I arranged it, the whole song from one to finish. That's how I started writing music. So then from there on, I just kept producing music. And this was quite a while ago. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you when.
Yeah, I also don't want. Wow, good. So music. You know, there's always arrangements to music. Production comes with a lot of things. Have you always wanted to learn how to do it professionally, going to school, or you learned how to arrange your songs by learning how to, like, just listening to music? What was your inspiration? What was that first artist that you would say, oh my God, look, if I were to sing, I would perfect my skill or be more than that person? Who would that be?
Right, so around the time when I was in high school, prior to high school, so from primary school to the end of high school, I listened to a lot of gospel. So in case you've heard my music, you realize that there's that spiritual element to how I write music. So that's where my foundation came from, the gospel music and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got a lot of inspiration from that. So growing up, I had that foundation.
Yes.
Then growing older and becoming more mature and getting more exposed to life and all that, I started listening to your Kalos, your Zanos. You know, these guys are pretty old.
Very
you know, plus I was listening to a lot of old music. You know, your jazz, your Afro soul type of vibes. You know, so Bonati, when they came in, they kind of touched something in me. So that's where I started formulating the kind of craft I wanted. So me with that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do what they do because they're already done it.
Yes.
I'm going to do what I do. So I've always had this passion of putting in the soulfulness of me into the house, the dance vibe of it. So I wanted to keep that rich soulful feel into a dancing thing so that people can play it in the club, they can play it at home, everywhere. So I learned a lot of that from Bokelos and the Zanos, and there's a guy called Bantu Soul. I don't know if you guys remember him. The Come With Me.
Who doesn't?
Hey, that guy, he used to, he structured a lot of things about me. So I learned from them. I put them together. I was like, okay, I want to do what they do. But as music matured and it switched from one genre to the next, I had to come up with my own thing.
So when did it become professional for you? Where did you take it seriously at a point where you said, okay, look, I could do this. I love this music. I love this genre. You now toned it down to what you wanted to do. When did it become professional for you?
Right. So around 2015. Prior to that, I'd just been exposed to studio,
Yeah.
having to record in studio, having a mic here, and you know what I mean. So it was a new thing for me, but
Yeah.
it was a good thing because naturally I'm that guy that figures things out.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, cool. This looks nice. Okay, so this is what they do. This is how they put it on a disc. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So this is around 2015.
Yeah.
There's a guy in Soweto called Andile.
Okay.
He had a studio, so for some reason we didn't even know each other, but for some reason he was, okay with me. So we started hanging out at his studio as he was trying to figure out the whole studio vibe.
Yes.
We hung out a lot, so I learned a lot from that.
Okay.
Then 2017, fast forward 2016, 2017, joined a production team called something Blue.
Yeah.
So these guys were producing soulful house music
Good.
only.
Okay. Okay.
So now I joined them, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's push that. I joined them, and then we push. I learned so much more from them. I learned now how to incorporate what I learned when I was younger
Yes.
into now. So I learned how to become a producer. That's around 2016. So 2017, meet another friend of mine. He had this vibe where he was pushing his brand, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? I go by the name. That's when I just figured out the name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go by Mogomotsi Chosen.
Chosen. Yeah.
Not just Mogomotsi. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna go Mogomotsi Chosen. Then he said, okay, cool. Ndanabona, I've got a song. It sounds like this. It was just some guy who wasn't in music. He's like, yo, it sounds like this.
Yeah.
And we in the car, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I like this song. He's like, okay, cool. Let's go record it now. So we go into the studio. This is late 2016. We go into the studio, and boom, we go there. Like within an hour, I just produced a song called "Bring Back the Night."
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. So this song was pretty huge.
Okay.
So it's one of the songs that kind of opened doors for me. This is
Yes.
2017.
Yes.
So that's when I started the professional Mogomotsi Chosen that people know now.
Okay, cool. So, your kind of music is matured as we are here in
The
this
Matured
matured
Experience
experience
with Stoks.
with Stoks,
Whatever.
obviously. But what I just want to know this. If you were to say you would bring out a body of work, would it all be soulful house music? Do you see yourself going into just that direction, or is there more in store? Or are you versatile, or do you just want to be remembered as your music soul child? Oh, I go South Africa.
Yeah,
or-
that's very funny, but
well,
yeah.
that's how I see you actually.
Oh, really?
So,
Levels.
oh yeah. So, what's your take on?
Actually, I have a body of work. In 2018, I released a body of work called Mapasik. A lot of people thought I had a girlfriend called Mapasik.
Yeah.
Guys, come on, it's just a figment
It's
of
probably
my...
just the girlfriend, yeah.
No, it's a figment of my imagination. I keep saying this like over and over. It's just a figment of my imagination.
Yeah.
So if you go back into who I am and where I came from,
Yes.
go on the internet, you'll find an album
Yeah.
called Mapasika.
Okay.
So that's where I started. So I started as a soulful house musician. So a lot of people don't know this, but soulful house music started as vocal house. We used to call it vocal house.
Yes.
Prior
For
to
a long time.
yeah, prior to vocal house, we called it deep. It was a subsidiary of deep house music, which lasted for a long time, which gave birth to a lot of things, even piano itself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's been evolution after evolution. So when I started, I knew it as a vocal house music, but when I started, people were like, yo, soulful house music. I'm like, she has a good name. So I went and released a whole project of
Compilation
soulful
of- yeah.
house music called Mapasika. That's 2018.
Okay.
And then from there, because this was a period of new things happening in the
Yeah.
country, the likes of piano and everything.
Yes.
Then the takeover of piano came in, and I saw myself in it because with piano, there's so much room for growth. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a sound that's
Very
going
broad.
to exist for a long time. Even jazz itself can exist within piano. That's why
Yes.
I love piano so much, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I see myself in this.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to join in, but how am I going to join in? I'm going to join in as the soulful house guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't say soulful. What am I going to say? Okay, soulful piano. So then came in the Abantu Bethu. That was 2019.
Yes.
After Mapasika.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
then came Abantu Bethu. Well, shout out to Kevin Momo and CA Souls. They came up with an idea and I joined in, and hey.
Take us through that journey of Abantu Bethu. Look,
Damn.
that's one of the piano songs that every single DJ will probably fight over playing.
Ish.
You know, when the Stoks plays, he wants to play it with whoever plays. Like, that is a song that gets us, up and going.
Do you know what I mean?
What does it even mean? Like, a lot of people have their versions of what the song means to them, but what does the song mean and how did it come about? How did you meet everyone involved in that song?
That circle.
Yeah.
Right. So initially there was a song called Abantu.
Okay.
Right. So me and C Moody is a deep tech, soulful tech type of guy. We just created a song called Abantu.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So we wanted to kind of take it further. So for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna say this, it's a secret, but C Moody is the other guy in CA Souls, right?
Okay.
So now, me and C Moody's like, yo, you know what? I actually want to push this to the I'm a piano vibes,
Level,
right?
yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So how are you gonna do that? So he's like, yo, let me hit up a boy called Calvin Momo.
Okay.
Little did we know that Momo was on a rise.
Like, he's just there.
Literally, we didn't
Yes.
know. We were like, I just make music. You know how the universe works. It connects the dots in the Rakopane. So now hits up Calvin Momo. Calvin Momo puts together this version of his, which incorporates the soulfulness of it with the deep tech of it, and then it just
The
joins
piano
together
of it,
the
and
piano
just
of it, and
merges.
and it became a beautiful flower. And just as from that day, like, things haven't been the same. Like, from the day we heard the song, it hasn't been
Till
the same.
today.
Till today. Like, that's the one song that everyone talks about, and they're like, you know what? Even in 2050, we'll still be talking about this song. It's a classic. And imagine, young as I am, and people are talking about legendary. What? You can't say that.
I mean, I think a lot of people don't really acknowledge the artist or the vocalist because, like you said initially, that we've always said it's vocal piano or vocal house or vocal deep house.
Yeah.
Abantu Bethu is a big song. I don't even know who sings this song.
Really?
How do you then move from Kevin Momo? How do you separate the two?
The two? What do you mean two?
Meaning you are singing Abantu Bethu and this Abantu Bethu is also with Kevin Momo. He's playing the song at a club, every single night. But how do you then make people understand that, look, I actually sing this song?
I just take the mic and sing it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Like, we don't need to separate anything. It's there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the reason why we have Abantu Bethu.
Yes, actually.
I'm the reason why we have Abantu Bethu. So we don't separate anything.
Yeah.
We just take it from there and we move on. It is what it is. It's the synergy. You must understand. Once God puts something together, you have no say in removing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are just the instrument, because it's not about you. Let me talk about the song itself now.
Yeah.
The song Abantu Bethu was written at a time when there was a flood situation happening in Durban, right?
Yeah.
So I initially had the idea of, I want to talk about what's happening there, right? Hence the words dark clouds, moonlight, diamond stars. Because most people don't know what diamond stars are, but they're like raindrops. You know what I mean? And then I tell that story and I'm like, but don't worry, it's going to be okay. So a lot of people take that narrative and put it into their lives, and they're like, dark stars, they're like, dark clouds are their life at that moment. So there's always a moment where things are bad. So when things are bad, you don't need to focus on that situation. You just need to focus on the fact that it'll be okay. Because listen, we all go through something, but we don't stick to that. You don't allow yourself. You must understand something. Dark moments come and they pass. The one only the power to get to control that is you. You either stay there or you move past it. So that's why I say there'll be better days for people to find some kind of liberation from their dark moments. You know what I mean? There'll be better days. Whatever you're going through, I don't know, maybe somebody's you're here.
It could be you.
You know what I mean? Somebody but then there'll be better days.
Okay.
Let yourself heal from that. So that's what the song is about. I think that's why people love the song so much,
Yes.
because it touches their situations
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
That whole narrative, when it comes together, then the analogy, when it comes together, they see themselves in the situation, and then they get past, and then they're like, there'll
True,
be better
very
days.
true. I mean,
Yeah.
we are going through the pandemic and we're going through this whole COVID situation
You know
right
what I
now.
mean?
It's so relevant. I know I mean, it was way before COVID, but it's so relevant right now.
Yeah.
That's why it will always be prominent to us. So the other thing that I want to ask you is that, should anyone want to book you, should anyone want to link up with you or speak to you or follow you, where can we then find you?
You know what? Social media has made life very simple for some of
Very,
us.
very, very simple.
You know what I mean? If you
Too
see me,
simple.
you see me on TV, you just follow the name, Mogomotsi Chosen.
Yeah.
I always say this to the people that follow me, and then they hit me up on inbox. They're like,
Yeah.
"How can I find your stuff, guys? Google."
Yeah.
If you can't,
But for the people that are not mostly digitally
but
inclined,
you have to be. That's the thing. Like I'm like, in this generation
I mean, there are
today,
people who don't still. I mean, look, it's the same thing as
unless you
piano.
hit
The
me
music
up,
that you do,
yeah,
not a lot of people listen to it.
yo, that's true. But
So, as beautiful and as amazing as it sounds, but I
do
think
they
like
find
your
it?
sound is more beautiful and matured. So they are mature people that are
the
listening to
the
it.
matured experience.
So I want people who are watching this to actually say, okay, Marawize, I can get him on Facebook, I can get him on Instagram, and this and this.
Yeah.
So where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me everywhere, even on WhatsApp. So what I
As
did
Mogomotsi
as
Chosen.
Mogomotsi Chosen. So what I did is I put all of my information on Facebook, because that's the one environment where people of all kinds of classes they interact. You can be very high, you can be very, low. You interact there, unlike other social media platforms. So if you want to find me on Instagram, it's Mogomotsi_Chosen. Chosen is with 1 O. It's Mogomotsi.
Yeah, guys, Chosen is with 1 O.
Yo, guys.
Anywhere in the world, Chosen is with
1 O.
1 0.
And then Mogomotsi is without a K. I understand some people spell with a K.
Yeah.
So speaking of Bapedi and
other
natives
Yeah.
like Bobo Zulu and stuff. So it's Mogomotsi. Mogomotsi is MOGOMOTSI. And then Chosen is CHOSEN. That's how you find me. It's Mogomotsi Chosen that way. I have a personal account which is Mogomotsi Lloyd Mdluli.
Okay.
You can find me
Girls,
on that.
heard that.
Hey.
Mogomotsi Lloyd Mdluli.
Hey. You'll find me
Girls,
there if you want to talk
I'm
personally.
the plug. I'm
Cheers.
the plug.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this. So yeah, so you can find me there. You can find me on Instagram. It's Mogomotsi Chosen. It's one word.
Yeah.
Mogomotsi Chosen. There's no space there, so you can find me there. If you want to hit me up directly on WhatsApp, it's 067 1060 336. So don't think you're gonna call me on that. It's not gonna work. It's not.
Oh my
I
god.
am spot. I'm not. No. When we talk business, we'll talk there and WhatsApp. And don't come one time. Yeah, no. So I was thinking, maybe we
Okay.
can link up.
Yeah,
no.
It's about
Business,
business,
guys.
business.
Business.
So, what are your last words to someone that is in Rustenburg right now? Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and they're aspiring to be where you are right now.
Right,
It's not
I'll-
easy, but what can you tell them?
I want to talk
Quickly.
to just about everybody. By the way, your toes are nice. Anyway, I want to talk to just about everyone. I love them. Everyone in the Bundus, everywhere, Kukasi, wherever you are, like, just, guys, your purpose will direct you.
Yeah,
Find your purpose in life.
yeah,
The best way to find your purpose is to connect,
Yes.
with the creator. He should be the one who or directing in the purpose your life, your how,
Yeah.
and follow it. Believe it. It might be difficult. Like the situation around you might be difficult. For
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, I come from a very difficult situation where literally
yeah,
and I've had to kind of climb my way into all kinds of spaces where it's difficult. So I'm not, I teach this boy, no way, sharp, whatever you want.
Hey, guess who?
TV as well. You watch TV, you learn how to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry about that. Like, from a very difficult situation, and to this day, like, I've been struggling and hustling my way up, all because I saw the vision, life I saw who I am. I understood that I'm a success. So the same thing can be done for you in whatever you do. It doesn't have to be music. Please let it not be music. Buy music in, guys.
Well,
we need people who call but they want to be rappers now. They want to be singers, and we have to deal with the whole. We have to deal with the whole. As you can teach me how to sing. Come on, guys. And I hear you, right, Gele, when you present, not a singer.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Next thing, we want to sing. But guys, believe in yourself. Keep pushing. Keep hustling. If it's who you are, then be that.
Do it.
Understand something. You don't have to be everything.
Yes.
There's a saying in the Bible. It's actually, I'm a biblical guy, where there's like a passage where Christ, I don't know if it's Christ or if it's somebody else, but there's this story.
Oh my God! For a biblical person to not know whether it's Christ or, but anyway.
No, I'm correcting myself. You know what I mean? There's a part where they say, you may have one gift, right? I may have two.
Yes.
He may have 4 or 10, but all those gifts, they perform one purpose in life. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how many gifts you have or how many I have. I may have 1 and you may have 10, but they all perform one thing. So it doesn't matter. So don't think because you are a singer, then you have to be a producer and everything. Because once you do that, then you understand. Now I can't be a producer to you. I don't have a job. The ecosystem, because when you're everything, you're a DJ, you're a producer, you're a singer, guys, come on. Be one thing. Let some of us come in so we can all share the pie. You know what I mean? So let's just be that.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, I had so much insight in what this person is and what this artist is. We have a lot to learn. So it's about belief.
My glass is empty.
Nothing more.
You believe
and
this.
Thank you so much for tuning in again. See you next time.
Hey. Mogomotsi Chosen. Soul.
I've been thinking of you every day. And I got liquor. Oh, live laughing like your ballet. But sometimes I swear I see your face in everything. Modi copy, levo messy. hamba uzobuya wena shebana fena Boma hamba uzobuya wena shebana fena
Shout out to Stida. Spuda M. Lungster Deep for this one. My name is Mogomotsi Chosen. Track of name of the track is Uzobuya. Yeah.
I see the light, I feel the wind, and it blows on my skin. I wonder why. Oh, I wonder why.
I need to stand.
Downtown, moonlight, diamond stars fall from the sky. Downtown, moonlight, diamond stars, they fall from the sky. Mahudi, Mogomotsi, I wonder why.
I don't know.
I wonder
have a word with you. Access man Galapi. Somebody has to say something. Hey. It's enough. We've had it. We've had enough. Oh God. Africa. Listen. Oh God. Africa. Oh God. Africa. I'm talking to you. Oh God. Hey, Africa. Yeah. Listen.
Zabo Mandela, Zabo Chris Hani, Oliver Tambo, Mtadesi Zulu, Zabo Mandela, Zabo Chris Hani, Oliver Tambo, Mtadesi Zulu. Again, my name is Mogomotsi Chosen. This over here is C Moody. Score. Hey. Man, I love this. Hey. Hey. So I got a song I need to introduce to the culture. This song was specifically written on the story of a fan of mine who hit me up and was like, yo, bruh, I just lost a baby before they were born, and I want to do something for my lady. Then he said, can you write me a song? I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, the name of my kid was Abantu Bethu. So if you could like
Mogomotsi Chosen.
you know, call the song Abantu Bethu. Then he wrote down the story, and from that I wrote a song, and it goes like this. Shout out to the Ish. Came through with the guitar. My name is Mogomotsi Chosen. So, look out for the song.
I remember the first day when I heard you're on your way. I swear you took my breath away. Nothing was the same. I remember the first day when I heard you're on your way. I swear you took my breath away. Nothing was the same. Pouring feeling, you changed my life. Pouring feeling, you gave me purpose. Pouring feeling will belong.
That's her name. That is running. Oh, thank you so much.
Pouring feeling will belong. Pouring feeling will belong.
Unfortunately, you couldn't be with us today. Yo.
You changed my life. You brought the sunshine into my eyes. You gave me purpose to be a better loving father. Though you never mean to see
Okay, let's turn it up a notch a little bit. I think we've been emotional enough. Right now it's time to set the record straight. Milk Deep. Deep Sand Remix. Now you say, hey. Soulful stand up. Hey. Did it fair. Hey. One did it fair. Don't lie to me. Listen. Soon as you sleep, girl, I'm not a fool. Don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Soon as you sleep, girl, I'm not a fool. Don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Soon as you sleep, girl, I'm not a fool. Don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Soon as you sleep, girl, I'm not a fool. Don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Who wanted to fat? Who wanted to fat? Who wanted to fat? Hey, get the fat. Who wanted to fat? Hey, get the fat. Welcome home, Uganda. Hey. Who wanted to fat? Hey, get the fat. Who wanted to fat? Get the fat. Born, Mayana, born. Tlogela ho nshuta. Hey, Abantu Bethu. Ka re ke go bone maobane o leshano. Jesus. Yo. I've been watching you closely. I've been keeping an eye on you lately. All of the games you play. I've been watching you closely. Vote. Soon as you sleep, girl, I'm not a fool. Don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Soon as you sleep, girl, I'm not your fool. Don't you lie to me. Soon as you sleep, hey, I'm not your fool. Don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Soon as you sleep, don't you lie to me. Who wanted to fat? Hey. Featuring Mogomotsi Chosen, of course. My boy C Moody. Hey. One part of C